Yeah, we're obviously very lucky to have Jale Reppert come on board, and we will definitely be different. And I think we're still getting a sense of what's going to be best for us. There are certain staples that we'll always have, and some things that I think are important that you have to have ready against any team that you're going to play. But I like the approach that the guys have right now. It's a very unselfish group. We've really tried to play a lot faster in the fall, really tried to attack and be a lot more aggressive. Yeah, I think traditionally when you think about Maryland, just a stingy defense, very aggressive, very tough, tough-minded team. I think something that our players take a lot of pride in, and I know our alums do too. So it's something that we emphasize a lot with our players. Hopefully the players change, but the mindset stays the same and guys step up in new rules. Coach Connery, I think, has done a really good job with our defense over the last couple of years. I think when you have guys like Matt Dunn and Casey Ikeda who have a lot of experience, but they understand what it means to be a Terp, that really helps. And so we're excited to really, around those two guys, build that defense. Yeah, Charlie Raff had a phenomenal year last year, did just an incredible job for us. And knowing Charlie will give credit to, his coaches and his wing guys and everybody else, because he's a very humble guy, but he's a very prideful guy. In terms of the new rules, he and I have talked a lot about what the impact could be, and we've looked at a lot of different scenarios and different ways that we might need to address the face-offs, but also what we need to practice, things of that nature. That's still ongoing, and I'm excited to see face-off wise what happens with some of the new rules. A guy that I think it really helps is John Garino. John is a junior for us, and John got a good amount of time last year. With the way the rules are written, it actually, I think, helps him. So that will give us, I think, a little better feel of, depending on what's being called and how the game is going, which way we want to go. I think last year, that year will be something that our players can reflect on, hopefully learn from some of the things that we did well, some things that maybe we can do well, we can do better as coaches. We've taken a lot of feedback from our players on, what we can do, whether it's strategically, schematically, scheduling-wise, whatever it may be, to try to get a little bit better in any facet that we can. It's something that we're going to continue to work on. We have a lot of respect for our players and their input and their commitment. So every time they bring an idea to us, it's something that we're certainly going to sit down and discuss and see if it's something that we can incorporate. It is the seniors team, and that's something that we always really preach at Maryland, is that the seniors are going to take us as far as we can go, and we put a lot on them, but I think this group relishes that opportunity. Yeah, that's one of our hopes this year, is that we'll be a deeper team and we can go deeper. And that's something that we preached even in our last meeting last year after we lost, and just really emphasized to our players over the summer to develop and really continue to improve athletically, their skill, their understanding, so that we could play more guys and obviously play a little bit more aggressively and more up-tempo.